For years, I felt a deep pull toward Tibetan Buddhism and the teachings of a very iconic teacher. I had personal correspondence with her. I still do, actually. And she even gave me a Dharma name, which felt extraordinary at the time, like I had direct access to transformative wisdom. Over the course of my trauma work, I began to notice a shift. Guidance that had once resonated deeply now felt harder to apply, sometimes too abstract, and not fully addressing my immediate needs. Yes, she inspires me deeply, but when I was actively processing complex trauma, when my nervous system was on fire, those teachings didn't give me the grounding I needed. In that raw state, even well-intended guidance sometimes left me feeling exposed and re-traumatized. It took a good minute, but eventually I realized that real transformation wasn't coming from her words or how she worded things. It was coming from me. And once I understood that, I started appreciating her time and guidance again without expecting more than she could provide. And with this new appreciation, I looked back and analyzed why it felt so off sometimes. It was the difference between inspiration and trauma support. Inspiration can make us feel all warm and enlightened, but if our nervous system is screaming, it won't stop the fire. And that's okay, because the lesson is not to blame yourself or the teacher. It's to notice what you actually need. I'm not sharing my experience just to process it publicly. I'm sharing it because it led me to tools that can help others navigate this confusion. Here's the mini framework I want to share to help distinguish inspiration from trauma support. 1. Inspiration versus support. Inspiration are uplifting words, broad principles, stories. They give motivation but don't resolve. Support means concrete tools, step-by-step practices, feedback that helps the nervous system regulate and process trauma directly. 2. Nervous system check. If guidance leaves you anxious, overwhelmed, or re-traumatized, it's insufficient for your specific needs. If guidance calms, contains, and helps you process, it's supportive. 3. Depth alignment. Inspiration might be enough during early stages of spiritual exploration, but for deep trauma work, you really need safety, structure, regulation, and clarity. Vague guidance or inspiration won't cut it. 4. Autonomy check. Ask these 2 questions. Does this guidance help you develop your own capacity to navigate challenges? Or does it keep you dependent on the teacher for interpretation and validation? Looking back, I can see how trauma dynamics shaped the way I related to her. So watch out for these 3 internal patterns. From idealization to disillusionment. Swinging between seeing a teacher as flawless and then as deeply flawed. Attachment. Leaning on them to regulate our emotions or sense of stability. Projection. Attributing our own wounds, hopes, or fears onto them. I just think that if we choose to, we can still love our teacher while noticing blind spots or inconsistencies. We're just human after all. But hey, I'm not trying to say that inspiration is bad, but it won't carry us through complex trauma work. Knowing the difference stops you from blaming yourself and your teacher when a teaching doesn't land or lands the wrong way. It puts the power back where it belongs, in you, because at the end of the day, it's your work, not the teacher, that transforms you.